Do you remember this? For those of you who don't remember, I really can't blame you. This was a teaser from the end of the 4th CN anniversary stream. And well, we haven't heard anything on it since. The common consensus is that the Destiny collab is dead. And well, I'm inclined to agree. But the real question is, why? And I'd like to present some theories on its possible cancellation. But first, a quick little intro for me. I'm Giant Spaz. I'm the guy who posts those Team Rainbow clears you might see every now and then. And my start in Arknights wasn't at the launch, but several months after. I remember seeing the ads at the launch of Arknights, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of the other veterans know the ads really weren't that great, and none really clicked for me. So, what got me here? If I remember correctly, they started playing Concept Trailer 1 as an ad with the song Monster by Starset, the same band responsible for We Are Our Empire. Concept Trailer 1 should be the background footage you're seeing right now. It's a really good trailer. Go check it out if you haven't seen it, link below, as well as a bunch of other stuff I'm referencing. But that trailer is what piqued my interest in Arknights to give it a shot. And with the Siege collab just coming a year later, it would anchor me here so I could get invested in the characters, the world, and the lore. The other side of me, I've been a Destiny player since the first game launched back in 2014, and I've put a lot of hours in. Even threw up a couple videos of my own for it. Might be some references in there that predate the collab teaser. So you can only imagine how hyped I was for the collab between Arknights and Destiny. Even if it was only one-sided, I was still winning. Now, my history with Destiny is quite expansive, so I'll leave it be, or we'll be here forever talking about the loot cave, unplugging a cable to defeat a hive god, or clipping a wish dragon's toenails. That should be it for a quick intro. Let's get to what you're here for. Also, if I missed something or getting something wrong, point it out in the comments. It's my first time doing a video like this, and I can't expect to be perfect. Alright, I'm thinking we start at the beginning with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Haimao, also known as Lowlight. This collab was most definitely his idea. Just look at this man. At the time of that screenshot, Destiny 2 was his most played game on Steam. He's just like me, for real. He was even out here teasing it with his most watched videos on Bilibili for 2022. 4 months before the anniversary stream. He knew what he was doing. Now that we have a quick idea of where this collab came from, let's talk about what happened to it. Reminder, this is all speculation and conjecture, because there's been no acknowledgement of cancellation that I could find. Again, if you found it, let me know. There's two possible options that we publicly know of that could be the cause for a cancellation or shelving the collab indefinitely. We'll start with the Bungie layoffs, and that's really just a whole mess. One in October 2023, the year the Lightfall expansion was released, where about 100 employees were laid off after underwhelming performance, which was reportedly below 45% of the projected player engagement and revenue, despite it doing more than the previous annual expansion, the Witch Queen, which was one of the "oh shit, we're so back" expansions. That led players into feeling hopeful about Lightfall, and it really showed. The players viewed it as our Infinity War, but bad storytelling left several players confused due to the story failing to inform them on the significance of the MacGuffin, the Veil, that we were trying to find and protect from the Witness, even leaving lore masters unable to tell you anything about it. Was this the killing blow for the collab? I don't think so. One incident like this is bad, but I don't believe that would tank a collab. But then you have to remember, there were 2 layoffs. The second round of layoffs occurred in July 2024, after the final shape's release, which, while received positively, fell just short of Lightfall's all-time numbers. However, reportedly, layoffs would happen regardless of the performance to cut back on the money the studio was burning. This eliminated over 220 roles from Bungie, about 17% of their workforce, though some of those roles were able to move to Sony Interactive. I have 2 hypotheticals here for the scenario. 1. The team or individual at Bungie responsible for communicating with Hypergriff was terminated, and they couldn't go through with the collab. 2. The reputation of Bungie was so tarnished that Hypergriff canceled it on their end. The reputation scenario makes a lot more sense to me. I could see Hypergriff not wanting to associate with a company that holds such a terrible reputation. I favor this explanation over the layoffs hitting a team member responsible because during that time, Bungie had several collabs already underway. Destiny 2 was on the receiving end of a lot of these, mostly just cosmetics, but a few standouts had Destiny items or characters appear in other games. For Honor had a Destiny-themed Halloween event based on the Scorn invading in 2024. Brawlhalla had 3 Destiny classes, Hunter, Warlock, and Titan, appear as skins March 26th, 2025. Sea of Thieves also received some cosmetics, one of them being a Drifter skin, March 27th, 2025. Now, all these collabs should have been under production during the Bungie layoffs, and while we can't know if any of them were disrupted during development, it certainly didn't stop them. Or maybe they were already too far along in development where the layoffs wouldn't affect them. But this could easily be survivorship bias, and Arknights is one of those planes that never made it back. I don't see this as a likely killing blow. I believe the killing blow is about right here. June 14th, 2023. Bungie made a post to their forum celebrating Pride, and I know how that sounds, but it's not what you think. It's in here. Can you see it? Well, you actually can't. The post was edited, so we'll have to swing over to Reddit to see the original text. Hopefully, you can see it now. Anyone knows anything about China and Taiwan? Well, it's a touchy subject. The original Bungie post was quickly fixed, but it seems the damage may have already been done. 77 days after the teaser was revealed, it may have just been shot. Well, that's it. A forum post, calling Taiwan a country. Of all the information I could find that was publicly known, this is what I settled on. Again, this is just speculation and theories from an Arknights player and a Destiny addict. They're 2 franchises I love, and not seeing them go through with what they announced, well, it saddens me. The quality that Hypergriff put into the Siege, Monster Hunter, Dungeon Meshi collabs is top tier, and I may never get the chance to see a Lightbearer or a Guardian on Terra. It could have been a chance to return someone to us who we lost too soon. I also imagine it's pretty devastating for Lowlight himself. He was a Destiny fan after all, but he hasn't logged into Destiny in over a year. Yes, that's his account. I've blurred it for obvious reasons. This account links back to his Steam, which matches the metrics from the earlier screenshots. Other than that, he had 1 login last year in February, and that was really just a blip. You could actually probably make the argument he hasn't played Destiny really in 2 years. It seems he retired. Like many other Guardians, he saw the war of light and dark to its end, vanquished our greatest enemy, and became legend. What more could you want from an ending than that? Thanks for sticking with me through all that. I don't know how long this video actually is, so I really appreciate it. I'll leave you with my last couple thoughts before I go. If anyone wants to hear what I think could have happened in Destiny Collab from a quote-unquote Destiny expert, drop a comment, or even your own thoughts what could have happened. Or just shit on Destiny, because shit ain't going well right now anyway. But I like discussing it, and it's always something I wanted to explore, and hopefully after this video, maybe it'll have an audience. As for the Destiny Collab itself, I would still like to believe it'll happen. Even though I should really let it go. I'm not here hoping that the upcoming 7th anniversary stream will show us something, because 7 is Bungie's favorite number, even though we'll most likely see Monster Hunter. Maybe that stay tuned really meant stay tuned. Maybe we're just waiting for the observers/aliens to arrive. And when you really need someone who's an expert in killing aliens, I can only think of a few candidates. Alright, that's the last for me. I'm gonna go back to horse racing.